Valentine. A once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to meet that special someone in a love match. To be a part of this, simply send us a DM with your name, picture, location, and 3 things you'd like to see in your ideal date. Any of our social media platforms at MX24GH. It doesn't end there. The successful couple will get a special date treat. Follow us on our social media pages at MX24GH. Turn on post notifications for more information.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. This is the AM Club Live on MX24, and my name is the one and only Edma Ohima Lawe.
Yes, and I am definitely not Godwin. I know you guys want to see Godwin today, and yes, I love watching the brother too, but we had a conversation. This is how I'm going to kick off today's show. I was like, you get to sit next to this beautiful lady all the time. Sharing is caring. That's
oh my God. You know what? You like to flatter me too much, Jason.
I mean, I speak the truth. It's you.
Oh, well, thank you.
But anyways, it is midweek and I'm sitting for the brother Godwin. I know he's watching. It's Wednesday, 2nd February 2022. And you're welcome to the AM Club live on MX24GH Studios at the Silicon Square, East Legon, here in Accra.
Wow, you're doing great. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, I try to get a suit and a tie and stuff, but yeah.
Don't worry, we like you the way you are.
Okay, I'm cool.
Right, guys, yes, we are live with loads of fun, fearless, and factual content. And for the next 2 hours, we'll be keeping you entertained, inspired, and of course, informed.
Yes. Now, on the show, there's loads of stuff which I enjoy myself. We have Coffee Daily, you know, trending stuff, social media.
Yeah.
Everyone has stuff talking about, so we're definitely going to bring you that.
Absolutely, and you already know that after Coffee Daily comes Lifestyle Daily segment, and today we'll be discussing the art of filmmaking and the processes it involves.
Yes.
Have you been in a movie before?
Yeah, I have. I'm actually starring in a series that's not... Yeah!
Wow, that's amazing!
Yeah,
okay, so can you give us like a little tip about like some of the processes that you had to go through? As an actor, not even as a filmmaker, but as an actor.
You have to be very patient. Now, some things we don't pay attention to is when you're acting, you have to take your time and take your lines.
Yeah.
And you really have to study lines.
Wow.
So, big ups to all the actors and the actresses. Before I got into it, I didn't know how difficult it was, so I'm sure she's going to update us more.
Absolutely. I'm excited about that.
Yes, that's going to come up. Also, we have our hashtag for Wednesdays as we do Fashion Wednesday. I'm actually born on Wednesday.
Ooh.
And I consider
What's
myself...
that? What's Wednesday?
Kweku. You are...
Akosia.
Akosia girls. They break hearts the most. Let me just put this out there.
But to be honest, this is not the first time I'm saying this. I do the breaking heart. I don't do well, actually, I do the dumping and the heartbreaking.
Why are we not surprised? We are not surprised. Look at this girl. But anyways, as we were saying, Fashion Wednesday, this month of February is dedicated to makeup and teaching you how to wear makeup the right way. Stressed out, the right way. And today we're starting with the eyes, of course, because the eyes are... Yeah,
it's important.
It's the gateway to the soul.
Exactly,
so, yeah,
exactly. But yeah, and on the plot today, we'll be having a chit chat with Ekia Amwakwa. Yes, Ekia Amwakwa, that's the name. And we'll also be telling you all about the AFCON 2021 semi-finals viewing experience that we've organized for you. And I'm excited. But remember, you are a major part of the show. Join us online. We're currently streaming on Facebook, Twitter, and on YouTube at MX24GH. And do make sure that you also subscribe to our YouTube page at MX24GH. You can also reach us via our WhatsApp number on 0550-331-511. Send in your comments, voice notes, and video reactions to all the stories we cover right here on the show.
Yes. Now, our Goodness Moment segment is still on, of course, and you can nominate any individual or group who have achieved something worthwhile or is doing amazing themselves, all you have to do is very, very simple stuff, right? You can reach out to us on our WhatsApp number, like this beautiful lady said, 055-033-1511. Send their name, their contact, and why you think they should be acknowledged on Goodness Moments.
Absolutely. And it's now time for, you already know, hashtag My Daily Days of Vim. Tell us what inspires you, what keeps you going, what keeps you moving. It's a brand new month in the year 2022, the month of love, and my month, okay, February, Aquarius season, okay, 16th of February, my birthday. Let me just put that out there again. Like I said, I'm going to do that until my birthday actually arrives. And
some of us, when it comes to
it.
February, it's all about heartbreak.
How is it?
Have to.
What are you doing, your girlfriend, this month?
First of all, I ain't got no girlfriend. So, disclaimer, if you want to reach out, it's 0 to... Okay, we'll get into that as the show goes on. But on a more serious note, meanwhile, we have Raindor from Kokomlele, shared praise by Famille as his daily dose of Vim. So please enjoy this. We promise you, we have loads of stuff coming up. We're going to have so much fun today.
Yes, enjoy.
Say na me da na me serious. The same got to move na me say. Ya kwa mi kubi ya ba me ba na me na se kan ya ma konta. Cause we are simo bi show bibe. Timi ya do my den na ma tipe. Aba mi meta so me chunipi. Inside ka krevi me boni mi. Friday wa kubi na ma club. Mi na ma ya wa kuya na ma choke. One corner, one Ghana. So ti asia da na yama. I ran to my bro, me down Canada. But music, I'm a bem no ama. I'm a bem no ama. Tell me bana kamani, tell me bana kamani. Can't give me the survey, and I get to get in the survey. Tell me bana kamani, tell me bana kamani. I get to get it, come in the survey. Get to it, come in the survey.
Praise the Lord, hallelujah in the highest. Nyawayanyo nyame, wasidenyo nyame. All by your mercy and your grace, I am grateful. You've turned my life around. Now I'm a shining star.
Last year by this time I'm daddy. Me this cow, me go down, but I'm a planning. I know what I could do, more routine I have me. Dima temen kame kuti bona babe kame. Boka masam de via minti. Mene oka na se minti. I'm focused. Me besa me ame bombas. Ten wanna feel. I be boss and man I want it. They say my songs be a real one crime. And so minti be a just having crime. I know go run from me. Today them say they be. Nani na me da se. Mama ta fonga so ti ase. Teni pano kamani. Teni pano kamani. Kakete give me the shabby. Kakete give me the shabby. Teni pano kamani. Teni pano kamani.
Of music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24.
And yes, guys, I miss Godwin too, but today I'm stepping in for the brother. This week, actually, because I want to spend time with the fans and with that beautiful girl, which we're going to be getting to in a bit. But it's time for our daily dose of Vim, where we get messages before we're going to go to Coffee Daily and everything. So let me see what you guys are saying. And I love the fact that you guys wake up early. You know, I wake up early all the time. Says, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hashtag daily dose of Vim. Please add the hashtags, because when you do that on social media, it's easier to find your messages. And you know, on MX24, we're all about staying interactive, right? We don't plan to expect problems, so when you meet one, don't quit. Keep fighting till you become the best at the game. That's really cool. This is Alberta, and I also want to remind you that my birthday is on the 12th, okay? And that you're 4 days after me. Love you, Ohema. So, yeah. February borns, man. You guys break hearts. Let me just put that out there some more. A couple more messages. Good morning, my G's. This is Cashford. Hope you guys are doing well. We are. Thank you very much. Please, my motivation for today is not every man who is nice to you is flirting with you. Okay. Some mothers raise their children to be gentlemen. This month is a month of true love, MX24. I'm assuming you tried to be nice to a couple of ladies who assumed you were flirting with them. But yeah, probably to the guys. Hey, let me read two more messages. Good morning, good morning, good morning again. My quote for today is about life. Okay, one of the greatest lessons I got from life, there is no market for your emotions. Okay, so never advertise your feelings, just display your attitude. Wow, this is from Asamankese. Okay. And one more message before we get to Edma. Lessons of love, in capital L-O-V-E. Love means, the O in love means observe, that's what you're saying. B is observant in and around with people you're in love with. This is EKQ from Prime, the AM Club, hashtag yours truly, EKQ. I love love in the air, Edma. What's going on? Anyways, it's time for our daily Coffee Daily. What's up? What's happening?
Okay, so let's move on straight to our very first story. A lot has been trending locally and internationally. And of course, the AFCON is back, semi-finals. Have you been watching, Jason?
Yeah, I have. I really have been. Obviously, my motherland is out.
I mean, they've been out for quite some time now, so it's no more news. But anyways, let's move on to the very first story. Management of the Ghana Airports Company Limited has indefinitely barred McDan Aviation from operating its private jet services at the Terminal 1 of the Kotoka International Airport. This comes after the Ghana Airports Company Limited accused McDan Aviation of breaching the laid-down operational procedure after procuring its license to operate in 2019. So despite the directive to call off the private jet service launch, the company went ahead to hold the ceremony last Friday. The letter by the managing director of the airports company also requested that McDan Aviation relinquish the keys to enable management undertake a joint inventory. I mean, it's a lot, but we have a statement for you, so let me just quickly go through the statement, and then after we have a little chit-chat about this. So this is by Ghana Airport Company Limited, dated on the 31st of January 2022. So it says, notice to suspend the use of Terminal 1 at Kotoka International Airport. We refer our earlier discussions and subsequent directive to suspend the inauguration of the private jet terminal at Kotoka International Airport, KIA, until all the necessary operational requirements and obligations are met. We note with concern your failure to comply with the directive despite the outstanding issues on the prior terms and conditions for the use of operation of Terminal 1 as a private jet terminal. Management has subsequently directed the suspension of your use of Terminal 1 until further notice. You are kindly requested to relinquish the keys to enable management undertake a joint inventory by close of business day Monday 31st January 2022. We count on your cooperation, and it's signed by Yao Kwakwa, Managing Director of the Ghana Airport Company Limited. And we also saw the huge launch of McDan private jet terminal on Friday, and it had a lot of prominent people attending the event. But even so, whilst they were doing all of that, a lot of people, apparently they weren't even meant to do it. I mean, they weren't supposed to even launch it because the company has some outstanding payments that they need to go through before they can eventually go ahead and start functioning properly. But they haven't met those requirements yet, and they still went ahead to go and launch it. But do you have anything to say about that?
With stuff like this, anything that has to do infrastructure, supporting the nation, the people, you always hope the right processes and steps are taken. So,
because it's not a bad thing.
Yeah, probably it's just a notice to let you know that, okay, let's do this and this and this. So, yeah, we always, if you can't intelligently speak on what's going on, you leave it to the professionals. And at least we're happy that these stuff are made public because the public uses these stuff, right?
Absolutely, and I definitely agree with you. But in reaction, Magdan Aviation has announced the suspension of its private jet operations and are hoping to hold talks with the Ghana Airport Company Limited over contention regarding operational procedures. Which is good. At least they are applying, or what's the word? There's a word when you. What's the word? There's a word when you basically do whatever you're required to do. But yeah, anyways, they are doing what they are required to do. So let's move on to some update on the Apiate incident. So the Benjamin Aye committee tasked to look into the Apiate explosion has presented its report to the Land and Natural Resources Minister Samuel Abujenapo. Presenting the report, chair of the committee Benjamin Aye noted that the committee's work fully covered all issues as well as interviews with all relevant stakeholders, including the police, eyewitnesses, chiefs, medical officers, and the dispatchers at Magzam, among others. So he said the committee did a thorough and unbiased work, and it is certain the report captured all the facts and incidents. So the Land and Natural Resources Minister also indicated that his outfit will act swiftly on the report, and persons found to have done any wrong leading to the devastating incident will be dealt with. Did you hear what happened?
Yeah. I mean, who didn't, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy. I saw on Twitter, you know, social media is everything.
Exactly.
And the pictures were sad, they were horrifying. And let's just, from MX24, again, we can't say this enough, our condolences to everyone who lost a life.
Absolutely.
I saw kids, I saw mothers.
Yes.
And please, to all the authorities, to people who handle equipment and stuff, let's please be mindful and careful that they're always civilians. You know,
absolutely,
just going
totally
about the
agree.
day. So, as you rightly said, we hope it's done swiftly, with good intent, and that everyone who needs to probably be brought to justice or the right measures and precautions that need to be taken are taken, right?
Absolutely. I totally agree with you. You hit the nail on the head. But let's move on to some international stories. And a reported coup in the West African state of Guinea-Bissau has left members of the security forces dead, according to the president Umaro Sissoko Mbalo. The situation is under control and called it a failed attack against democracy. Gunfire erupted near a government building on Tuesday in the capital, where the president was reportedly attending a cabinet meeting. Soldiers are said to have detained the president and his ministers. ECOWAS also condemned the attempt coup. And this comes days after there was a coup in Burkina Faso. So right now, everybody in West Africa is here wondering what exactly is happening in our countries, especially the African states in the west side of the continent. And it's also basically sort of encouraging other countries to jump on the bandwagon and have all these coups. But democracy is the way forward. I know a lot of people would disagree, especially when it comes to the way democracy was introduced to most African states. And people will probably argue and say democracy is not for Africans. Maybe we need a new way of governing our people. But then again, democracy cannot be achieved even in 60 or 70 years. So we need to be very mindful and really promote democracy, because even with what happened in Burkina Faso yesterday, we read a story about almost 134,000 nationals from Burkina Faso migrating to Ghana, and I was like, this Ghana that we can't even contain ourselves, 134,000 people want to join us, like, you know. So this is what comes with, you know, coup d'etats and political instabilities and all of that. So let's be mindful and make sure that we do whatever we need to do. But we have tweets for you. And, okay, so, okay, let me go back. Okay, so this is in French and there's a translation here. I don't know if I should just read the English one. But anyways, this person said, I'm fine. And it's by the president of Guinea-Bissau. He said, I'm fine. Alhamdulillah. I'm so sorry if I pronounced that. I am fine, alhamdulillah. The situation is under government control. I thank the people of the Guinea-Bissau and other people beyond our country who are concerned for my government and me. Long live the Republic and may God watch over Guinea-Bissau. Okay, well, that's very, very nice. So this is by Renaud Omokri, and he is a Nigerian finest. So first, Mali. I know this man is very, very controversial. I haven't read the tweets yet, but I already know what he's going to say. Yeah. And he's very, very controversial, so I know exactly what he's about to say. But anyways, first Mali, then Burkina Faso, now Guinea-Bissau. The spate of coups in West Africa is disturbing. It starts as a tickle and may become a deluge with a domino effect if we do nothing. I urge West African leaders to do what Obasanjo did when there was a coup in Sao Tome. Hashtag table shaker. And he is a table shaker.
What I'll say to all of this is, it all begins with love. You know, it begins and ends with love. I mean, no one person has all the answers, right? We see what's going on in Africa, not just in Africa, but in the whole world. But us as Africans, I think we have a duty, a responsibility to our brothers and sisters from Nigeria, from Guinea-Bissau, from Mali, from Burkina Faso, from Cameroon. And it goes on because, as I was saying, no one person has all the answers, but one man can change the world by changing themselves. So I know that people from all across Africa watching this, it's a difficult time right now. We're with you in prayers, and we have to understand and accept that it all begins with love and it all ends with love. You know, it's going to go on and on and on. Mothers are facing stuff through these times, children, fathers, brothers and sisters,
these are the
innocent
people. That we need,
so you may not be able to reach out to them directly, but please go on social media, you know, positive words, words of inspiration. Please send them your love, because people are going through a lot. It's crazy out.
I'm telling you, it's so crazy, and I totally agree with you. But let's move on to some more tweets. This person, sharp_shutter, said almost all the sub-Saharan African countries have been hit by a military coup, with Guinea-Bissau being the latest. Whoa. African leaders, the citizens are waking up now. I mean, people would also basically relate this to many factors that African citizens are going through when it comes to corruption, a lack of employment, poverty, lack of infrastructure and development. The economy, you know, going up and down. So people can relate to their frustration and why there are coups in most sub-Saharan African countries to those factors as well. So they are pleading with the leaders to at least do better. So this is by Daniel Lutaya, and he said, coup in Guinea-Bissau. What is happening in West Africa? Really, what is happening? Seriously, what is happening? But that's a very, Okay,
and I mean, as much as we also have a responsibility, right, to work on ourselves and change, our leaders also have a responsibility to the people. So,
and it's not even like they have. That is what they have to do. That is their duty. And that's the whole point of democracy. And that's why some people are against democracy these days, because the whole point of democracy is for you to be voted into power to serve the people. The people are the main reason why you're even in power. So you're supposed to do things to help the people. But over the years, citizens have lost hope in their leaders, and that's the reality of the situation. And with that, the youth is rising to, you know, get into all these coups and military attacks and all of that, which is not supposed to be so. But hopefully, like I said, ECOWAS will come together to solve this issue. And like Jason said, all the life that has been lost through coup d'etats over recent months, may their souls rest in perfect peace, and go out there, send out some, you know, motivation, some daily dose of really to everybody who is being affected by this situation right here in West Africa. But now let's move on to some sports, and we're going to start with some local stories. Yes! Oh God, let me tell you this. Are you excited about it? I'm sure you're going to be excited about this because you like football. But yesterday, Hearts of Oak completed a signing of former Ghana international Sule Montari. So Sule Montari is going to play for Hearts of Oak. Who do you support?
Yeah, that's great. Okay, now let me say this. When I was a kid, in my household, everyone was Hearts of Oak.
Okay.
I had one uncle who was Kotoko. So, just to be stubborn, because naturally, I usually like to go against the grain. For that reason, I also used to be on the side of Kotoko. But right now, I'm checking to see who has the most trophies. Then I just go on their side.
But anyways, I'm Kotoko, you know.
Through and through?
Always been, always will.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's me. But anyways, the 37-year-old who has been training with the Phobians joined Samuel Buedu's side after successful negotiation. So Montari becomes Heart of Oak's second signing following the capture of Ebusua Dwarfs defender Dennis Kosa on a 3-year deal. And social media has been buzzing, obviously. So let me read what people have been saying. Okay, so this person, Mr. Penny, said, okay, I'm reading the comments and I keep wondering whether it's Hearts that have signed Sule or Kotoko, because their Kotoko supporters are all over Hearts handle and they don't even know what that means. Thanks for the engagement, though. Okay, I guess it's just a reply to something. But anyways, so Derek said, very, very boring. A big player, if his caliber, okay, so I'm sure he's trying to say a big player in his caliber, and this is what the best way to outdoor him. Heart of Oak, too bad. But I don't think it was bad. I think this is how they do it for all their players. Or maybe they wanted special treatment. I mean, when it comes to a player like Suleiman,
true. I think the reason why some people are leaving such comments is the fact that, you know, look at players like Essien, like Capitano, like Sule. I mean, there's so much expectation, but absolutely. I mean, Sule is Sule. Nothing's going to take that away from him.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so let me read some more tweets. And today my screen is just played. But anyway, so this is by Awia Coco. So the light is on the thing, so I can't even see. But anyways, the worst announcement video ever watched. Kotoko is miles ahead. And I am not going to dispute that. So Amitsi_1 said, Masa, when did your so-called Kotoko started it? My friend, go and check how Phobias started. Don't compare cry. Hey, wow. Twitter war. Okay, so this is by Tagore Sterling, and he said it's every player's dream to play for the biggest club in the capital. Welcome home, Sule Montari. Much love.
I mean, these arguments, Edma, these arguments are not going to end. This is soccer. It's going to go on and on, no matter what. So, is either you're for it or you're against it. But one thing we're all for is the fact that Sule Montari is Sule Montari.
Yes, and to be honest, the fact that I'm sure he's probably going to retire playing for Hearts of Oak.
Probably,
because he's 37 years old. So the fact that he's come back to the Ghana Premier League, it's huge, and it's a good thing as well. And it's a good look for the Ghana Premier League as well, you know. So that's a good thing, regardless of what team he's playing for. It's a good thing. So this is by Benin Moses, and he said, we just signed him to break the fist of some goalkeepers. We just needed his thunder strike, also known as Sule Hammer. Hey, Sule, Salim, Kosa, and Sewonu. It means we have players who can shoot shoot from afar. Okay. Wow. Okay. Anyways, this is the last one is by Amoko Denchie. I don't know. I can't read it. But this person said the only team in Ghana who has currently the UEFA Champions League winner. Who is currently the UEFA Champions League winner and the CAF Champions League winner, and a player who has scored in a World Cup match. Oh yes, this is us. Phobia with the colors. Okay, and this person said, don't you feel shy of what you're writing?
These arguments.
Okay, one more actually. Sule Ali Montari is a great professional, but Asante Kotoko is supreme. Okay,
One
so
thing I've learned, never argue on the internet.
I'm telling you.
Do not argue on the internet. You're never going to
telling
win.
you, I'm telling you. But it's actually quite funny that, you know, there are other teams in the Ghana Premier League, but it's just Asante Kotoko and, you know, Phobians who are going at each other when it comes to this signing. But it's great. It's great. And like I said, I wish him all the best in his new team, and hopefully he's going to make the impact that he wants to. Because right now, the Phobians are very low on the table, on the league. They are very, very low.
Edma's going to get in trouble today.
No, but they haven't played well at all.
For these Hearts fans.
They haven't played well at all. So hopefully,
you know something
is
I
going
saw
to help them
on the internet, not to cut in. Someone said, Twitter one day, you can leave your wife, you can leave your job, you can quit your school, but you can never leave your football club. The one thing you have no control over. That's crazy.
That's true. So what does it mean? If you leave your football team, it means what? You've never been faithful.
Yeah, you ain't loyal. You can't leave. You ain't loyal.
Anyways, let's move on to some AFCON news. And it's the semi-finals. The AFCON is back. So Burkina Faso versus Senegal. There will be a live pre-match discussion at 6 p.m. right here on MX24 TV. And Cameroon is set to take Egypt. This game will also take place tomorrow. Okay, I'm actually quite excited. But let's move on to some international sports news now. And this has been trending all over social media. Manchester United forward Mason Greenwood has been further arrested on suspicion of sexual assault and making threats to kill. So let me get that story for you. Okay, so the 20-year-old was arrested on suspicion of rape and assault on Sunday, and Greater Manchester Police said it had been granted more time to question him, having previously been given the extension on Monday. So Manchester United have also said he will not play for the club until further notice, and that is basically it for sports today. So for more sports news, please log on to mx24online.com/sports.
Yeah. With that story, the Mason Greenwood story, I mean, I'm a Manchester United fan.
Me too. Oh my God, that's why we click.
Yeah, we do. We really do.
That's why we click.
And you know, it's the saddest thing because
it's very, very sad.
You think about the young guy's career, you know, where's it going to go now? But that's totally incomparable to abuse.
Absolutely.
That's you can't even put you can't even put them in the same sentence.
Absolutely.
But the pictures that I saw of the lady on the internet, we always speak about abuse and the stuff ladies go through. Even we talk about men going through abuse now. So we can't speak intelligently again too much on this because investigations are still going on, but we hope the right thing is done. And we hope these things end. Abuse in particular.
I mean, he's 20-year-old, 20, and he just started his career as well. He's playing for an amazing team, Manchester United, and just because of certain characteristics that maybe he grew up with, maybe through something that he saw, you never know, you know, growing up, he's also now implementing such behaviors onto somebody else's daughter, which is, it's so wrong. I mean, like you just said, abuse should never be justified. There's nothing to say to justify somebody hitting somebody if it's towards a male or a female. So listen, like you rightfully said, investigations are going on. Hopefully, we bring you more updates on that story as well. Yeah,
crazy stuff. But anyways, carrying on some tech stuff, Netflix. You guys are fans of Netflix. She's always on Netflix. Netflix has finally added the option for users to manually delete shows from the movie segments. That's called the continue watching row. That means you can finally get rid of the half-finished documentaries that you gave up on or movies you're no longer interested in on your Netflix interface. The new feature is already out on Netflix web, the mobile app, TV apps, and the like. To remove a show or movie, all you have to do is select the offending card in the row and scroll down to the new remove from continue watching option to clear it. Clicking a second time will quickly undo the removal in the event you accidentally remove. What's your favorite series right now, Edma?
I watch anime, so I watch a lot.
Really?
Yes, I watch a lot of anime.
I'm in love.
I watch a lot of anime, so I hardly actually watch
Okay, there's this one it's called Baki, so you can just...
watch Baki.
Okay.
Baki. I watch the boxing guy.
I was assuming, probably been into romantic stuff, you know.
No. I watch hardcore anime, like the hardcore thing.
That's cool. That's cool. Actually, tell us what you guys watch, you know,
exactly.
movies and everything.
Send it to our WhatsApp number 0550-331-511, and I'll make sure to read it right here. But guys, it's now time for us to deep dive into the world of entertainment and showbiz, and we'll be right back. Stay with us.
Go on, everybody. Welcome. You know it's Wednesday today. Zane, and it's Fashion Wednesdays here at the AM Club, and this is MX Bricks, where I will give you all the updates in lifestyle and entertainment in Ghana, and of course, everywhere else. Guys, I'll go on. Hey,
how you doing, man?
Hey, I'm ready. Yes, I'll go on.
Let me just say, Kevboy, I really appreciate you as a brother, but you always make me look skinny, man. Wear long sleeves, wear like big shirts, bro.
Hey, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not sure.
The arms are out today. I was just reading what's on your shirt. Bomba
Hey, let's do it. Hey, they can't source for this now. It's Ghanaian TV.
I know, right. Let's go say that. But anyways, how you been? You look nice.
Oh, thank you guys. You guys
I
always.
the fact that both of you are in black today.
Yeah, it's like great minds.
Brothers, great minds.
Also, like wear black. You know.
You should have.
I know I should have, but you look good. Anyways, take us away.
All right, guys. You don't know my name is Kevoy B. You can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, everywhere at KEVOYB. Zin. Now, guys, yesterday was Kwame Eugene's birthday, and he celebrated it the only way rock stars know how to, by releasing a music video. Off his Afro High Life EP, he has finally released the visuals for Fire. And guess what? We have the video, so let's see it. Have you guys seen the video?
Yeah, I have. Very colorful.
You guys.
Very I've seen the video, and Charlie,
I'll check it out.
It's very creative.
Yeah.
You know, I like the fact that over the years, you know, Kwame Eugene's craft has just like evoluted, if that's a word, and it's gone like from, you know, this to this to this to this. You know, every single music video he puts out there, it does it for me. So
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
And we have to commend the team behind him, Kitty, and all these artists. The amount of money that goes into it. We're always saying these artists should shoot better videos, and now they're doing it. So
no. You know, it's since I got to Ghana, I realized the importance of music videos. Because Jamaicans don't shoot a lot of music videos.
But their songs are out there.
Oh, their songs are out there, but they don't have any visuals for anybody to play on TV.
Wow.
And they could have spread a lot more.
Absolutely.
Cool stuff.
Keep making music videos. Hey, Kwame Eugene, big up yourself. You know what I mean?
I was late, but
we're bringing you in.
We're bringing you in together.
Okay, let's do it.
One, countdown.
Kwame Eugene, big up yourself.
I did it.
All right, you see that? All right, guys. Virgil Abloh's designs are still making headlines. Who wrote this? This is rhymes. Now, Louis Vuitton and Nike recently announced that they would be releasing a limited edition drop of the latest designer's Air Force One sneakers, which debuted last June as part of the fashion house's Spring 2022 collection. Now, 200 pairs of the coveted kicks will be auctioned with bids starting at $2,000 and the proceeds going to the Virgil Abloh's Postmodern Scholarship Fund. Not his family. Some of the sneakers have already reached a bid of $70,000, while a special one which comes with a pilot case has a current bid of $90,000.
Wow. Wow. Listen, I spend money on shoes, but listen, anything above 10,000, it's a no-no for me.
First of all, it's not getting to 10,000.
All right.
Because every shoe do the same thing. You understand? I put it on my foot, one at a time, and I walk.
And that's it. It does the same thing.
That is it.
Well, the quality plays a long role.
Yeah,
Quality. I mean, if you buy quality shoes, you would wear them for much longer than buying cheaper shoes. No, it's ridiculous. I'll spend that maybe on a bag, but not on shoes.
Okay.
I'm at a loss for words. But what I'll say is, in defense of people who buy expensive shoes and Birkin bags, you know, some are $250,000, and I'm saying Birkin bags because of her, and Louis Vuitton bags and stuff. It might seem funny, but people buy for the resale value. You know,
Of
you keep
course,
it for
absolutely.
years,
Yeah.
you get profit on
Yeah,
it. And
yeah.
even, I'm sure this lady's watching. I met a lady not too long ago who told me the reason why she buys expensive hair is because she can resell it.
Absolutely.
Because she buys hair for 5,000 CDs, 6,000 CDs. So ladies, if you're watching this, you need a man to help you out. Kevoy is your guy.
It's a great
Please hit him up.
investment.
I'm not a guy. Please,
Kevoy is the guy.
please go. I have children. No, no. Take it out your mind.
$70,000. Incredible stuff.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
I love the fact that, you know, even after his death, he still put things in place that even after his death will still go out. Like, you know, he has collections that's still not even out yet.
But they haven't said anything about his family. Like, I mean, $90,000 for a pair of shoe that he made, and you're not donating anything to his family.
Isn't it a scholarship fund?
Yeah, scholarship. Yeah, that's fine.
see.
But that's not his family. That's you know what I mean. Like, I'm leaving things for family first.
But I'm sure he made a legacy for his family.
I hope
He
so.
made some-
I hope so.
What I'll say is...
I mean, royalty, is that what it's called?
Yeah,
Like,
royalty, right?
royalties.
Yeah.
And he's the creator of it, so definitely, I don't think all the money is going to go
Yeah.
to...
But he worked for Louis Vuitton.
Yeah.
So Louis Vuitton owns this stuff.
What I'll say to end this is, right, a lot of people watching this, fashionistas and stuff, I would spend $100,000 on a watch and not a car.
Yeah.
People saying this are not going to understand me, but I would
Exactly.
spend $100,000 on a watch
yeah.
and not a car.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll do the opposite. Easy.
Because the car is a liability,
It's
you
a
know,
liability.
watches...
But you can resell
But
it
everyone
to
has
another
their
person.
preference.
Exactly. It's like art.
I guess.
You know,
I want to see you on Ferrari one day, though.
Is
Say
that- no,
amen?
no worries.
Say amen?
Say amen.
Amen?
I can't believe you get me to say amen. Anyway, guys. Guys, R. Kelly's legal team have told a federal judge that they need more time to challenge last year's sex trafficking convictions because he recently contracted COVID-19 in jail and fired most of his legal team. Citing the recent diagnosis, Kelly's remaining attorney asked for a 2-week extension until February 17 to file his post-trial motions challenging the September convictions, which could result in a life sentence. The delay was immediately approved by the judge overseeing the case. Now, R. Kelly's case is currently in the hands of Jennifer Ann Bonjean, I hope, who gained notoriety last year when she won a ruling on appeal that overturned Bill Cosby's 2018 sex assault conviction and saw the comedian released from prison. What do you think? R. Kelly did
Serve
it.
your
We
time.
know he did it.
Serve your time and, you know, move on.
Yeah, brother.
But can you guys ever
COVID-19,
separate the work from the man?
Long time. I've done
In
that.
terms,
long time.
not just R. Kelly, but in
We've
terms
had
of
this
anyone.
conversation. Yeah, we've had this conversation, and you know, I mean, artists out there, regardless of whatever sector you're in, you are known for your talent, you know, and you're known for what you do. I would still hear an R. Kelly song and be like, wow, I wish, you know. But then, obviously, then you think about what he's done, and you're just like, damn. You
To be honest, I don't think about that because the thing is, I don't know him personally. I don't
Yeah.
know what his backstory is. I don't know where he's coming from. I don't know anything about that. What I care about are his lyrics. They empower me, easily, because I Believe I Can Fly is my favorite song of all time.
Yeah.
You understand? So for me, it's not. You have to learn to separate the messenger from the message. You understand?
The good thing is, at least a conversation is being had. And you know why there are a lot of people that say we should stop cancel culture and attacking?
Yes.
We should.
Because human beings make mistakes.
My brother, look at.
I mean, it's crazy. It's a deep conversation, right?
I'll show you vibes. Look at Christopher Columbus. We write about Christopher Columbus in books. But Christopher Columbus was a thief. He went to the Caribbean. He committed genocide. He killed a lot of people. He brought people for slavery. And then everybody's saying, oh, Christopher Columbus, the conqueror.
That's
you understand?
deep.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
we have to learn to separate the message from the messenger, my brother. So once we can do that,
Yeah.
I'm always an advocate for let's have these conversations.
Yeah, I mean, this whole cancel culture over the years that's grown on us, it is ridiculous, it's crazy, but you know, you make one mistake and everybody just on your neck, like, you know what, let's cancel this person, but forgetting that the person is also a human being, and human beings are bound to make mistakes regardless, so, but yeah.
Let's see how it goes.
Let's see how it goes.
Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, that's it. Guys, you know, that's it.
Do you have any patois word for us today?
Hey, what kind of patois word you want? Tell me what kind of patois word you want. You see that?
Definitely not the one on the shirt. But give us, I don't know, something. Give us something today. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while for true. It's been a while for true. Let me give you something. Give me something. I'll think about something on the spot. You guys have asked me something, because on the spot it's like...
Yeah, it's hard.
Because I speak like that. Yeah, I speak like that. You understand? So
I've asked you this before, but I'm just going to ask you again. What's the best thing to say to a lady when you walk up to her in patois? That's the falling head over heels.
I'll tell you that there's nothing that works. You see, once you have the accent, it gets you a long way. You understand?
Okay, so pretend you're actually talking to a girl right now. Pretend that you're approaching. Okay, pretend you're approaching me and you're trying to, like, you know, get me to get you into my.
I'm taking it.
Hey, Slimmers.
It works, come on. It works. Now, PSA, that's what I'm saying out everywhere.
Oh my goodness.
Shout out to my man Kevboy, man.
Anyways, thank you, Kevboy.
Yo, big up on yourself. Guys, that's it for MX Breaks Lifestyle Entertainment. You don't know, my name is Kevboy B. Little more, big up yourself. Hey, I can't say God but this time. What we're going to say?
J-Sma?
J-Sma.
Jason? Edma.
No,
yeah, J-Sma.
Okay, all right. We don't know. We work it out.
Yeah, we work it out.
But
anyways, thank you so much, Kevboy, for that. Up next is Lifestyle Daily, and our conversation will be centered on filmmaking.
Yes, now in the meantime, let's enjoy Kwame Eugene's latest song, Fire, Fire, like my brother said. And yeah, big shout out to all the artists out there, man. Enjoy.
Absolutely. Enjoy.
Love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first.
In the next moment.
Angelina, you be cool in my temperature. If you call,
say cheese, take a picture. Shaka post, make a see, take a picture.
in the leg book, boah, 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 boah.
Why the party there today? Hey mama, hey I ever say. Shake your body.
What questions are on your mind? Does partisanship permeate every aspect of Ghanaian life? Can Africans truly run their own affairs without a need for foreign aid? Do you have absolute confidence in the ability of security agencies to come to your aid when you need it? Do the emergency lines in this country even work? For answers to these and more, join me, Noang Falong, on MX24.
Women, especially mothers, are the very core of our existence. Our everyday progression is hinged on the success of their activities, whether they are managing a home, a business, or raising the next generation. This is the Talkative Mom Show, where I interact with hard-working women who are making an impact in society. I'm Eno Craigrin, your plug for everything motherhood, especially in today's generation of millennial moms. Join me on the Talkative Mom Show, where I interact with my guests, have fun conversations here on MX24.
Then you is a part. It's sweet, sweet, sweet. How can it be?
A really good ball. It's the shot gone in. It's gone in.
It's now down to the final four, which two teams will contest the finals of AFCON 2021. Will it be the indomitable Lions of Cameroon who are hosting the tournament, or will Egypt be able to claim a revenge after their 2017 final loss to Cameroon? An intriguing encounter awaits between the two most successful nations in the history of the AFCON. The Teranga Lions of Senegal feel their crowning as African champions are overdue. Standing in their way is the Stallions of Burkina Faso, the 2013 finalists.
Put it on the right. It's in the back of the net. Look at that.
Which of these two teams will have the chance to stake their claim to winning the first ever AFCON title? The coverage of the two semi-final matches are live here on MX24 and on all our digital platforms.
I'm sending for the brother Godwin. I know he's watching. Big ups to you wherever you are. And please send us some messages wherever you are. Be a part of the conversation when it comes to everything we discuss at MX24GH. I say this on all our platforms. And yeah, it's time for lifestyle. Today, we'll be delving into the art of filmmaking, you know. As the world of filmmaking is evolving, Ghanaian cinema also continues to change. The Ghanaian cinema has continued to be a major player in African filmmaking. Popular films are produced each year, and international film companies have taken note of Ghana's film landscape, and this is evident in the number of movies being pushed to the world. But do you have any idea about what filmmaking actually entails? I mean, the whole process in Ghana. Now, today's conversation is definitely going to enlighten you. I mean, we always talk about Ghanaian movies, the landscape, the ups and the downs, but like I said, it's all about filmmaking today. And now I hand over to the beautiful Edma.
Thank you so much, Jason, for that. But before we get into the conversation, remember, you are a major part of the show. So my question for you today is, do you want to join the film industry? And do you have any questions on filmmaking? If you do, which I know you do, send all your questions to our WhatsApp number on 0550-331-511 or just tweet at us at MX24GH with the hashtag DAM Club. So joining me on this conversation, I have two fine gentlemen. One goes by the name of Michael Ansah, who is a filmmaker, but he privatizes in documentaries. And we also have David Buenu. He's also a filmmaker, and he's also into documentaries as well. Gentlemen, welcome on the AM Club. Looking fine, fine. All this for the AM Club. All this to come and have a conversation with me. Wow, I appreciate it. I love it. I love it. But guys, welcome. You are both officially AM Club members. Are you happy?
Thank you very much. Happy to be here.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay. And do you know what? You guys need to speak up because I have a lot of energy. So you guys need to match my energy.
Okay. I think we can match it.
You can match my energy, yeah?
We'll give it a try.
I like that. I like that. Okay. So today we're going to talk about how filmmaking over the years has basically gone from what it was before to what it is now. And both of you are in the documentary space. Yeah. And you're Michael, David? Michael, that's the one. So Michael, you've shot a few music videos as well, so you can talk to us about that a bit as well. Yeah. But then even when it comes to the processes that you go through when it comes to shooting a documentary over the years, it has changed. So can you tell us a bit about that as well and how filmmaking over the years has changed?
Yeah, I would say over the years, the lines between, you know, the creator of like a documentary video and the consumer of the documentary video have been blurred.
Speak up a bit for me.
So I'd say over the years, the lines between like an actual filmmaker and the consumer of the film has been blurred because the cost of like film production equipment has like drastically shrunk. So you have like people running around with iPhones and like they can produce films with phones. So I think it has allowed a lot of room for creativity, you know, like even like the mere content like people consume on their phones, on like social media and whatnot. In a sense, those can be considered as films because at the end of the day, they are also communicating a story.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, so I think filmmaking is now inclusive, inclusive more than ever, especially because of social media.
Yes, exactly. And would you agree as well? Because like you mentioned, over the years, we've seen a surge of people creating skits and all of that, using their phones and not necessarily using like an actual camera to shoot and doing all of that. So how would you say that the filmmaking process has changed over the years?
Absolutely. I think
just like he's saying, I remember one of my favorite filmmakers, Casey Neistat. He talked about making videos, and he said he's making a movie for Nike.
Okay.
And I was thinking, okay, so probably like a 90-minute film. And then it ended up being like a 2-minute video on YouTube. And I thought about it, and he shot it with his iPhone.
Wow.
Right, and he did that for Nike. And I thought about it, and it just made so much sense that when you think about filmmaking and you think about movies, you look to the extent of, well, what is going into this as a story? You think about storytelling, because as an art form, it's primarily about storytelling.
Absolutely.
So to be able to communicate that even with the easiest form of tools is, you know, such a beautiful thing. And I think over time, this is what we are leaning towards. And it has nothing to do with the gear you use, the camera you use, as long as you're doing some pretty amazing work and you're telling quality stories. It's a film.
But would you say that the tools that you use also contributes to how the film comes out? Because, I mean, over the years, like you just mentioned, this gentleman used his phone to shoot a short film for Nike. But then that couldn't have happened, let's say, 20 years ago, or even let's say 10 years ago. That couldn't have happened because the phone that we use now, the technology, we didn't have that kind of technology.
It wasn't the same.
So there've been, you know, new innovative ways to create content now, and, you know, share stories. So would you also agree with me that the tools now, the tools that we have now disposable to us, making it easier for us to shoot?
It makes it much easier. You know, you'd find some really huge machinery, I would call it. I would even call it film equipment machinery back in the day. But as of now, you'd go to a set. I could be doing a production for Apple, and I'll be using something as small, almost as small as a phone.
Absolutely.
Or, you know, for a big brand, and we'll be using such tiny gear that don't necessarily cost much. But it's just because technology has evolved and it's consistently evolving. So the tools being used are focused on less, and people are moving towards, you know, the minds of the people. Who's the director? And that really is the game changer right now. But definitely the tools are much, much better now. So something as big as this room right now could be something as small in your palm.
Absolutely, actually. Ooh, I like that. Creative minds in the building. But anyways, and David, do you agree? Michael, sorry, do you agree?
Yeah, I would agree 100%. Mostly because with how accessible tools are now, I think it has really exposed what's truly important in a film. Because if the playing field is like completely even, and everyone is recording videos, everyone is producing films, I guess it exposes what is truly important, and the most important thing is the story. So yeah, it's pretty much.
So would you say that a filmmaker is somebody who can tell a story? Because nowadays people tend to think they are something they are not. You know, there are people who actually go to school, study the arts, you know, the creative side of it, and there are people that through social media and the ease of certain apps being available to us to put content together, we feel like, oh, do you know what, we are filmmakers. So who exactly is a filmmaker? Is it somebody who has been in the profession for so long that you can say due to experience is a filmmaker, or somebody who has a degree in filmmaking or art or something like that, or somebody who can easily put content together on their phone or iPad or MacBook and then create a story? Who's a filmmaker?
It's interesting you asked that, because he has an engineering background.
Okay.
And
and
myself,
you're doing documentaries. Okay, wow.
Exactly. And myself, as an, you know, someone with an MIS degree, it's not something that you'd consider we would do. But the truth is, to be a filmmaker pretty much is someone who tells stories with motion pictures. That's it.
That's it.
So if you tell a good story with motion pictures, we'll call you a filmmaker. That's essentially it. It's not about the degree. It's not about the school. The brands I've worked at, nobody really asks me for what is your degree.
Yeah.
It's more about what is
the
your
creative
portfolio,
mind.
what have you done. Yes. And you know, it's more about, your first meeting with them really counts as much, because once they get to know who you are, they get to speak to you, and they get to see that, okay, this guy can get the work done.
Yeah.
That's really what they look at. It's not so much about the school and all of that, but I can tell you for a fact, the best film school is YouTube.
Is you absolutely listen? You know the amount of things I've learned on YouTube. I cannot even start right now. I've learned so many things on YouTube, but okay. So if I now take like loads of videos on my phone, you know, around Accra, I'll put it together, add some sound, you know, some background music and everything. I'll be a filmmaker.
I mean, if it's a good story, you'll be a filmmaker.
Oh, really? let me try. Maybe it's a venture, it's a sector I need to venture into. But
sure,
okay.
We'd love to see your films as well.
Oh, thank you. But okay, so there are a lot of things that people fail to realize when it comes to filmmaking. Can you mention some of these things?
I think one of the most important things is how filmmakers often have to wear multiple hats. So you may think a filmmaker only stands behind the camera.
Yeah, the director
and, like,
gives orders.
Gives orders, but like oftentimes as a filmmaker there are a lot of other interesting things you have to know how to do. Like you need to know how to empathize with people. You need to know how to strike conversations. You need to know how to enter certain communities without being too disruptive.
Yeah.
So it often comes with like a lot of new challenges and a lot of new experiences that go way beyond just holding a camera. So yeah.
Okay, so these are some of the things that you're absolutely right. I could not agree with you. What about you?
You said it so beautifully.
Yeah, I know, exactly, right? I was like, oh, that was a good one.
So many hats. Like,
yeah,
like, that's very true.
Like my personality, like I'm a very reclusive person.
Yeah.
I don't really go out much, but like over the years, like ever since like I dove off the deep end when it comes to film, like I found myself in so many interesting situations. I'm like, yo, like, what am I doing here?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, just about a week ago, we put out a production, or World Rugby put out a production that we did for them in collaboration with MasterCard, and it's actually, when we think about the process that went through that, compared to how beautiful the thing came out, you know that the behind the scenes is something that absolutely cannot be denied. You know, it's something that you cannot do without, because on the day there are so many things that you have to do, the producer has to do, and everybody coming together to play that role just makes it so well done. And sometimes, especially when you're working in a place like this in Ghana, you have to do more than what a director has to do. You have to do more than what a producer has to do. You have to do more than what a production assistant has to do. So, you know, being able to put in all those factors and actually getting them done, I think it's a miracle to be able to do things here.
Exactly, it absolutely is. I mean, my co-host, not Jason, my other co-host, Godwin, he's an actor, and oh yeah, you know Godwin. I've been able, or I've had the privilege to actually see him on set, and I've had the privilege to also see Shelly Frimpong-Mansell also, you know, in action, doing what she does best. And I was just sitting there and I was like, listen, people think it's easy, but it's really not easy. It holds a lot. There's so many things that needs to be put into it, and you being the filmmaker or the director means that you're the leader, so you have to keep things into place. So if you don't have that leadership skill as well, it also, you know, makes things a bit difficult. So would you agree that the leadership skill is highly needed to be a filmmaker?
He talked about empathy, and that is one key thing, because for instance, when you look into let's say movies like Shirley Frimpong-Mansell, to be able to direct someone, you first have to be able to step in their shoes. All right, it's about being, you know, immersive in that. So it's so much to do with all of that, like you're saying.
Okay, so we spoke about some of the challenges that you face as a Ghanaian filmmaker. You just, you know, brushed on it a little bit, but now would you say that creating a movie or a film is expensive, or it depends on basically what you're doing? So you're both into documentaries. Would you say that putting a documentary together is expensive, or it depends on the project that you're doing?
I think as of where we are, it's definitely expensive. So it's the scale of project. So depending on what you're doing, depending on who you're working with, depending on what your executive producers decide to bring on board. So it's all about budgets. But at the end of the day, as long as you're not limited in creativity, that's what counts. So it does cost a lot to be able to pull things through. That's something a producer probably would want to answer more as opposed to me, a director, because I typically don't want to look at what the budget looks like to make me want to reduce my creative input towards it, right? So, but let me put on my producer hat, that if I can. You know, so when you look at things that come into play for a film to be done, when you look at the people involved, the community involved, you're dealing with location, budget, you're dealing with a cast budget, a whole crew budget,
all of that,
transportation. Like most of our productions, we have a whole rented bus, security team that we pay for that. So it's so many moving factors that all come together to be able to come up with like a 2-minute film or a 1-minute film, depending on what it is.
Exactly, and the fact that, you know, sometimes people think that maybe because it's a short documentary or a short movie, not much effort was put into it. But then me, when I need content for my social media, I can shoot and take videos on my phone the whole day, and then I'll do literally like a 20 or 10 seconds video. And you're just sitting there like, so I used my whole entire day just for like a 10 seconds, you know, video. But you're absolutely right. How do you usually get funding for your projects? Do you have to apply for a certain organization, or do you ask family and friends, get loans from banks? How do you fund your projects?
Do you want to take that on?
I think you'd be the best person.
So in filmmaking, there's so many different facets included in that, depending on what you're working on. For instance, if a client reaches out to you, then that, in that sense, they being executive producers on it, are funding it. So they present you a budget, whether it's 6 figures or 5 figures, 7 figures. It depends on what you're dealing with. So that is on the side of you being reached out to as a director or as a producer to do something. But for instance, if on the other end is where you have a project that is on your heart, something you just love, right? Like right now I have something that is inspired by my mom, who was in the military. So for a project like that, I have a lot of conversations going on, a lot of pitches going on that you're trying to speak to executive producers, you're trying to speak to different brands that could collaborate, different brands that could come together to make it an actual film that you want to do. So that you are now looking at raising funding for it. But all of that ties into the fact that if you have built a good network, if you have built a good credibility, then you're able to tap into. What if you're
new and you don't have the network and, you know, the credibility that you're talking about? You just literally started venturing into the sector.
Yes, I think everyone is interested in something. So even if you are new, like the fact that you have like an idea and you have the ability to execute an idea, you just have to like mobilize multiple parties that are interested in the same project as you, and it will definitely happen. So either that project may lead to another project, or
Okay, all right. Well, guys, anyways, final words for anybody watching us that basically wants to maybe venture into filmmaking. What would you tell them to not raise their expectations there? I'm sure. Or what would you tell them?
No, I wouldn't tell them that.
What
I would tell them is just fall in love with what you want to do. Because as soon as you are at that position where there's nothing that can change your mind about what you want to do, then it's just much easier to rise to the ranks. Because when you fall in love with what you do, you wake up in the morning and that's all you want to do. You go to bed and that's what you're thinking about. And when it's consistently on your mind, you're able to, you know, find a way to make it happen. Because it starts with a desire. Right? So that's the absolute advice. Because before we were able to work with brands like, you know, Apple, Beyonce, Chelsea.
Hey, you did all of that. Oh, wow. Listen, I didn't read these guys' bio, but I think I had to read the bio. Anyways, I'll put it on my social media platform so you guys can see it at Edma Ohima Lawe. you know, you see it. But you guys are doing great. That is absolutely fantastic. Well done to both of you. And what about you, Michael? Final words to anybody watching?
I think if you really want to be involved in like film and try and like pursue film at like one of the highest levels, I would say you have to surround yourself with people with similar interests.
Absolutely.
Because that's pretty much what we've been doing as a production company, and I feel like it has elevated us so much, and it has like allowed room for a lot of seamless work, you know, because like the more you're around people who are forward thinking and people who can see things that even you cannot see.
I totally agree. Surround yourself with the right people, guys. Motivation Monday, daily dose of him right there for you. But anyway, so if anybody wants to contact you or connect with you, speak to you, how do they do that? Are you on any social media platforms?
Yeah, we're all over social media.
Okay.
Our production company is Beautiful Story Studios.
Beautiful Story
You find that
Studios.
on Instagram, anywhere.
Okay.
And yeah, my Instagram is Gospel Lifestyle.
Okay.
Mine is Michael Ansa.
Michael Ansa.
But I feel like if you have a phone, like you've probably seen him around.
Of course, definitely. We've definitely seen your work. But guys, thank you so much for joining me on this conversation on the processes of filmmaking. I had Michael Ansa, who is a filmmaker, and David Bueno, who is also a filmmaker, joining me on this conversation. Thank you very much, gentlemen. But I'm going to wrap up this conversation with Baddest Boy by Skibby featuring Davido. Do not go anywhere, because today's hashtag Fashion Wednesday. I was going to say Fashion Friday, but Fashion Wednesday is up next. Stay with us, you don't want to miss it.
Nothing fit to shake my mouth, come close without permission. Monday, we get that money. Nothing we could give me condition. And shout it, I don't get on me. My gas boy, give me go, big ass boy. Now you get the kind of man. Fine boy, I'm all gone. Yeah, you know the system, no get joy. Now no get joy. Can I call me baddest boy? Baddest boy. Shake it, yeah, baddest boy. The system no get joy. Now I no get joy. Can I call me baddest boy? Baddest boy. Yeah. Shine on the fear face. Shine say you get grace. Because I gentle, you want to take space. Shine know I get this. Oh, you go chop. Nigeria Koboko. Straight from my God. Oh my kibe borogo. Get it. Baddest boy. Here we come, big ass boy. Fine boy, I'm all gone. Yeah, you know the system, no get joy. Now no get joy. Can I call me baddest boy? Baddest boy. Shake it, yeah, baddest boy. Let me go, big ass boy. Now chicken like the mad boy. Fine boy, I'm all gone. Yeah, you know the system, no get joy. Now no get joy. Can I call me baddest boy? Baddest boy. Nigeria Koboko, straight from my God. Oh my kick.
Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love.
Okay, and that's if you're going for more of a smoky eye or something.
You're good.
I try. But okay, so we start with the eyeshadow base.
Right.
Okay, and are there any particular tools that we need to get, or we can just use any brush?
No. So for the eye, for it to be seamlessly well blended, you should be using blending brushes.
Okay.
So personally, I like to use blending brushes a lot.
Okay, can we see how it looks like? Okay.
Brushes.
Okay, so these are blending brushes.
These are all blending brushes.
Okay, fantastic.
The fluffy ones.
Okay. All right, so we use that to...
So you blend the eye.
Guys, I hope you're looking at how it should be. So it doesn't go anywhere. So is there like a space, an amount of space that you need to leave between your eyebrow and where the crease is?
Okay, so usually your eye crease should be where the base will end.
Okay.
Usually, yeah.
So for those who do not know what the crease is or where the crease is, it's the line that you have there.
Yeah. So when you open your eyes, the line that forms behind your eye, that is your crease area.
Okay. But you know some people have really small eyes.
Yeah. So for that one, you have to create it yourself.
Okay.
So you have to create your crease
yourself.
But that's where the problem is. Then people, you know,
it's
hard.
Do
very funny stuff.
Okay, so this is for somebody who has slightly big eyes and has quite a lot of space between the eyelash, the crease, and the eyebrow. So creating a look for this type of eye, I guess, it's easier.
Yeah. Okay, so if you have really small eyelids, personally, I like to recommend that you stick to one color eyeshadow kind.
Okay.
So maybe you do a brown smoky, You do black smoky because it's more flattering.
Okay, then adding like different colors. Okay,
it's more flattering.
So
what
I've
chosen
chosen
a nude color now.
Okay.
This color.
Okay. Is there like a technique to it?
I press it on instead of sweeping it.
Okay. Is there a particular reason for that?
So that the color will stick. When you're sweeping it, it means that you're going to, if you're supposed to do like 3 or 4 times, when you're sweeping, you have to do like 15 times.
Okay, yeah, because it takes away the pigmentation. Yeah. Okay. Okay. That's amazing. So how long does this look usually take?
For the eye, well, for me, I wouldn't take more than like 10 minutes to create an eye.
Yeah, but for like, let's say a beginner, somebody who...
Okay, you can take as long as you want. Because you need to blend it.
Okay. It's all about the blending.
That's the problem. Because some people just walk out with lines on their face. And it looks really funny, I'm sorry.
Yeah. So it's all about the blending.
Right.
But is there a technique to blending? Because I know a lot of people find it hard to blend.
So this is what I'm doing.
Okay.
So going in and out with your fluffy brush.
Okay.
You cannot blend with a flat brush. It has to be fluffy like this. Then you keep going in and out.
Until both colors have blended together. Right. Okay. Okay.
So then it doesn't look, you can't see where it ends or
and where it started
begins.
from. Okay, so that's what blending means, guys, for those who don't know. All right. So now you're adding a slightly darker color, but still nude to me, or brown.
Well, so nude is relative, depending on the skin tone. If I put this color on your skin, it will be nude.
Okay.
Like it won't be seen that much like hers.
So if you want to do a nude color, you also have to look at your skin tone first. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm seeing it. It's taking shape.
So I'm drawing like a V at the end.
Is there a particular reason why it's a V?
Is the easier way to know how to do it.
Okay. So you have to draw a V.
Yeah.
Okay. Towards the end of the eye. Okay.
Then you blend it in. It makes it easier for you.
Okay, I see what you're doing. It's taking shape. Taking shape, okay. Looking really good already.
Well, eye makeup is not supposed to be that difficult.
Yeah.
I think the only problem is the blending.
And the colors. I think people like to just match any color.
Right. So usually when they're wearing blue, they want to do blue eyeshadow.
Exactly.
Or red.
But then is there a particular technique to matching colors?
Okay, that's a whole...
Because somebody can have red, green, blue, everything at the same time, but
so you need to be using complementary colors.
Okay.
Yeah, complementary colors means that colors that like complement each other. Yeah. So for example, if you pick green, then red is the complementary color for green, not yellow.
Okay. So you need to know your colors as well, guys. If art school you didn't pay attention, make sure that you go and reopen your books and read how to blend colors together.
It's not real for an everyday woman. I mean, you should know yourself very well.
Yeah.
Some people have warm skin tones, some people have cool skin tone. I think you should take it from there.
Yeah.
Makes it easier. Some people look really good in gold. Some people look terrible in gold.
It's like red lipstick. Some people look really good in red lipstick and some people are just like a no-go area.
Yeah. So for a dark skin person, for example, you using like a grey eyeshadow, metallic grey eyeshadow in your eye.
Yeah. It's a no-no. So, okay, now let's talk about the different skin tones. So, our model here is quite light in complexion, definitely lighter than me. So, with that, this is a perfect look for her, for a nude.
Yeah.
You're slightly darker.
Yeah. I'm the darkest here.
Yeah. Okay, so with your skin tone, what would you recommend a good eyeshadow color
Okay,
for them.
so if I want to do the same eye for myself, then I'll definitely choose this. Yeah. And then I'll choose
like darker colors.
Yes,
Okay.
way darker colors. So this should work for me instead of this. So instead of using this nude, I would rather use this nude.
Okay. So like you
myself.
mentioned, depending on your skin tone, that's when you determine what nude is for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I will not choose the same colors that I've used on hair for myself if I'm going in for a really.
Then it will be smoky eye for her, because it will be too dark.
Yeah. So for her, if I choose my colors for her, then I'm doing a smoky eye for her.
Yeah. Okay, guys, there's a technique to everything. There's a technique to this as well. I feel like you need a whole degree for this. Eye makeup. Wow, makeup in general. Okay. So now we're done.
So that's a quick.
Wow. Beautiful.
Nude eye.
Beautiful. I really, really like that. And I like the fact that you can actually see the different colors. You know. Okay, so this is an everyday look.
Yeah.
Everyday look for the everyday woman or man.
And I used matte colors. I didn't use metallic.
Yes, yes.
Because during the day you don't use metallic eyeshadows too much.
Okay.
Unless it's a special occasion.
Yeah.
Probably maybe you're in TV like yourself or you're going.
Oh yeah, because I have a
special-
metallic eyeshadow right now. Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, because you're on TV, so you need to pop.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. I need to be a bit extra than usual.
Right. So, but then walking in broad daylight, you know, the light is really too much. And so having a metallic eyeshadows during the day is a bit too...
By the way, metallic eyeshadow is the shiny, shiny thing.
Yeah,
guys.
like this one. These ones are metallic.
Yes.
These ones are all metallic eyeshadows. And then the powder ones are matte.
Yes.
They are matte.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So you don't use the shiny ones. You use the powder ones.
Okay.
During the day. And so I will quickly transition it into like an evening look. So now I'm using the metallic one.
And then just add in sun.
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't actually need to do much.
Not at all.
Oh, wow. I can already see the difference. So if you use your hands to do this, what's the technique? you just dab it on your hand. Okay, just tap and dab it. Okay.
It's easier to use the hand because when you're using the brushes, it flakes a lot. So personally, I like to use them.
Would you recommend somebody who is doing a full face to do their eyeshadow first or do the foundation, like the face first before the eyes?
Okay, so it's a matter of preference. Personally, I like to do the eye because I really don't like to see
Me
things
too, particles on your foundation and concealer.
I will end up wiping
exactly
everything, and then the whole thing become tacky and then looks messy. So I don't do that. And I like to have a very natural skin finish. But you see, sometimes people put powder underneath that picks the particles, but I feel like it's just too much for me. So
and I think it's you waste product as well, to be
right.
honest.
It's just, it doesn't work for me, so
me
I
neither.
don't do it.
So I second you on that. Okay.
But
so now what we're
do
doing?
it perfectly.
Yeah, they
others do it perfectly. So now I've done like a really simple evening look that you can take this one out in the evening, and then you can make you can smoke it out more.
Okay.
Make it more intense.
Okay. So, you know, when you say smoky eye, a lot of people have like a lot of questions. What is a smoky eye? Is it the blending of dark colors that makes it smoky, or what is it exactly?
Okay, so smoky is more like a blend of dark colors.
Okay.
Dark colors. So if I say black smoky, then which means that I'm using black. Tints of black to achieve the look. If I say maybe I have a purple smoky, then I'm using purple, tints of purple and black to achieve the look.
Okay.
Right? And it has to be dark.
Okay.
It has to be dark.
All right. So it's all about the blend and the blending. Right. Okay, guys, this is still the AM Club live on MX24, where we are home to fun, fearless, and factual content. We are learning how to do some eye makeup on Fashion Wednesday today with the one and only Cherry. I like to call her Cherry. So that's what we are doing today. But if you've experienced any eyeshadow troubles while you're doing your makeup, please do share your experiences with us on our WhatsApp number on 0550-331-511. Like I say, every single day, Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Share your experiences with us, joining the conversation, sending your reactions to all the stories and fantastic practicals or practice that we do, I don't know the word for it, right here on the show. So do make sure that you send it all to our WhatsApp number 0550-331-511. The number is showing on your left bottom side of your TV screen. Okay, I'll be waiting to read it all. So now, what are we moving on to now?
Okay, so now I'm doing a quick special occasion eye. So let's say you're going for a wedding.
Must it shine for special occasion? Must it be shiny?
Have to glow.
Okay, so it must be shiny.
No, it doesn't have to be, but
okay.
Well, I like to, because usually, when a special occasion, there are cameras everywhere.
Yes.
And cameras do pick, these things nicely.
Okay, okay. That's interesting. So what product are you using now? So is it just like a gel or
yeah, that's like a glitter pigment.
And you use glue?
Yeah.
Ah, for it to stick.
Yeah. Without the glue, it doesn't really
So
stick.
do you apply the glue on the eye on the brush?
Yeah.
And then apply it on the eye. Yeah. And then you add the
pigment.
The pigment. Okay. Wow, that's interesting. Okay, so let me read some of your messages coming in on our WhatsApp number. This person said, good morning, my name is Bonaventure from Tuna Savannah region. How can I download the full episode of how to do eye makeup? Guys, you don't have to download anything. Just head straight to our YouTube channel at MX24GH and the full episode will be right there. Okay, so YouTube page, MX24GH to watch the full episode and the best highlights of the show. Okay, so this person also said, Edma, please, I have a problem when applying an eyeliner. Can you help me out?
That's what I'm doing.
Okay, so please watch. This is what she's doing right now. So there are different types of eyeliners. This is more of like a pencil eyeliner, right? No, not pencil eyeliner. It's liquid, but it's in a pen shape.
It's easier to use these ones if you're a beginner. It's very easy to use these ones because it doesn't stress you out. So all you have to do is to stretch out the eye like I'm doing. So the skin is well stretched. And then you slowly bring it in and then you mix it up here.
So these are the steps. Stretch the eye towards the ear. Yeah. So that the skin is stretched out. And then use a pen-like liquid eyeliner, not pencil. Because back in the days, our parents, they used to use the black pencil for the top and bottom. It's okay to use the black pencil for the bottom, but the top, no,
because this one dries faster and it's easier. Right now, everything is more easier to do.
So are you doing like a cat's eye?
Like a wing?
Okay, so guys, watch. This is how you do it.
So when you leave it,
I think this is one thing that people find it so difficult to do.
Right. So just like I'm holding the eye, makes it really easy to get it done. Doesn't look so difficult. It's not so difficult.
So and then after
the mascara.
Okay.
So I like to use the really small one because mascara can be very messy.
Yes. Oh, trust me, I know.
It can just mess your whole work up.
Especially your eyeshadow.
Yeah.
That's like wipe it.
No, you don't have to wipe it. So the next time you mess your eyeshadow up...
Okay, I need to listen to this.
Right. So the next time your mascara touches your eyeshadow, you give it time to dry, and then you take like a spoolie, a wand, you know, like the one we use for the eyebrow, and then you flick it off.
Ah, is that a technique? Well, thank you very much for educating me also on how to do this. Okay. And is there a particular way to apply mascara? Is there a technique to it?
Okay, so you need to pull the hair out and
flick it up.
Right. So you pull it and you flick it.
Because she has quite long eyelashes,
Right.
but then the people like me who have very curled in short eyelashes, it's so hard.
So you need a wand like this.
Okay, like a smaller one. Okay.
So it will be able to grab the lashes and then bring it out more. So, you know, you can, during the day, you can always go like this.
Okay.
You don't need to wear lashes. But then again, if it's a special occasion, lashes do add some form of
glamour.
Right. So you see, when you have lashes on one eye and you don't have lashes on the other eye, you can tell the difference.
Absolutely.
You can tell the difference.
But okay, so if you want to wear eyelashes during the day, are there specific, you know, eyelashes out there that?
So
maybe
we
you
have
should-
mink lashes and the fluffy ones now are in trend. And then we have the very stiff ones.
Those are the cheap ones.
Okay, so it has to be short. It has to
Okay.
be really natural and short, unless you're a drama queen.
And you want to have long eyelashes during the day.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is a matter of preference.
Yeah,
anyway.
absolutely.
Everyone defines beauty differently.
Now, when you're applying eyelashes, because I know a lot of people struggle with that as well, what is the technique to apply eyelashes, especially for people with short and curled eyelashes like myself?
Okay, so just like I said, you need the mascara, the small one, to pull your natural lashes out.
Okay.
So now it will be a bit more out than before. So when you're putting on the falsies, you press the middle part first. You press it in like you're pushing your natural lashes down, and then you press it in. Then you press the side and side.
Okay, so demonstrate that for people. So
Yeah.
take it slowly so people would understand how to apply eyelashes. So you firstly have to put on mascara.
Yeah.
To
The mascara doesn't have to be so tacky.
Okay.
Like too much.
Okay.
The only idea is that you're using the wand to pull the natural hair out.
Okay.
And then makes it easier for you to apply the falsies. So this is a falsie. This is the middle that I'm holding. So I'm pressing the middle on like this.
Okay, so you
right?
start with the middle of
Right.
the eye. Okay.
So it sticks, and then you press this one in, and you press this one in.
Okay.
So because I'm used to it, I press it on now, and then I have to push it down.
Okay.
So that I'm sure that the space between the, please open your eyes.
The space between
the falsie and then the natural lashes are not noticeable.
Okay.
So it becomes easy. So it's easier. If you use a good lash glue, you don't
Exactly,
struggle.
that's what I was about to say.
Because when you use a lash glue that is very light, it doesn't stick.
Yeah. And
you
then
put it on,
struggle.
it doesn't stick.
Yeah.
So you struggle and then you mess everything up. So the secret to fixing lashes really easy is lash glue.
Okay.
It has to be very good.
Okay.
And then you allow it to dry a bit, then you stick it on.
Okay.
So when you put on the glue, you don't immediately go and stick it. So you saw me doing this to the
Yes,
lashes because I
exactly.
wanted it to dry slightly, so that makes it easier to stick on.
Okay, fantastic. And do you apply mascara after you've applied the eyelashes, or
open your eyes?
So
Usually you don't have to, but then in the case where you can still see space between
your real eyelashes,
yes, and then the falsies, you just put your hand here and you do this.
Are you not going to wipe the eyeshadow?
No.
Okay.
So,
okay. That looks very natural. Wow.
So you blend it in.
That is absolutely amazing. Okay, so Cherry, now if anybody wants to contact you, message you, connect with you, where do they go to?
Okay, so my Instagram handle is blackcherrygh. Same on Facebook. And our studio is at Chimota, the same building as FVN Bank.
Okay.
Chimota FVN Bank, yeah.
Okay. Well, fantastic. There you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Okay, let's see the final look first before I actually wrap up the conversation. Okay. Okay, so bottom eye.
So usually people like we put black liner under the eye.
I like that.
Define,
the eyes.
It's very good to define the eyes.
Okay.
But if you are not good.
Unique, contemporary, engaging. Introducing the ultimate talk show that captures, scrutinizes, and stirs up conversations around relevant content across the globe. We talk to the movers and shakers in the tech, youth entrepreneurship, creative arts industry, and many more. Join me, Kwame A. Opoku, usher you to the realm beyond the headlines, new tech releases, trends, and clicks. It's going to be a fun ride on MS Conversations.
A really good ball. It's the shot gone in. It's gone in. They found
It's now down to the final four. Which two teams will contest the finals of AFCON 2021? Will it be the indomitable Lions of Cameroon who are hosting the tournament? Or will Egypt be able to claim a revenge after their 2017 final loss to Cameroon? An intriguing encounter awaits between the two most successful nations in the history of the AFCON. The Teranga Lions of Senegal feel their crowning as African champions are overdue. Standing in their way is the Stallions of Burkina Faso, the 2013 finalists.
Put it on the right. It's in the back of the net. Look at that.
Which of these two teams will have the chance to stake their claim to winning the first ever AFCON title? The coverage of the two semi-final matches are live here on MX24 and on all our digital platforms.
Looking for love? Let's take you on a blind date this season of love. What better time to find love than Valentine? A once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to meet that special someone in a love match. To be a part of this, simply send us a DM with your name, picture, location, and 3 things you'd like to see in your ideal date. On any of our social media platforms at MX24GH. It doesn't end there. The successful couple will get a special date treat. Follow us on our social media pages at MX24GH. Turn on post notifications for more information.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is still the AM Club live on MX24, bringing you loads of fun, fearless, and factual content right here on the AM Club. So joining us today for the plug, let me clear my throat. We have Sally Ekia Amakwa Mensah. She's a philanthropist, entrepreneur, and CEO of Group J&J, among others. Listen, her list goes on and on and on. But due to time, I'm just going to cut it short and jump straight into our conversation. I like to call it conversation, not interview, but because that's what it is. But Ekia, Welcome on the AM Club.
Thank you for having me.
You're absolutely welcome. Do you know what? I can already tell that she's a previous queen because, listen, if you've ever been into a pageant, you know that there's a way to talk, there's a way to sit, there's a way to carry yourself, and she's doing it perfectly fine right now, okay? But welcome on the AM Club. Jason. Let me not leave you out.
Two beautiful ladies. I'm just going to enjoy the conversation. But you are welcome to the show.
Yes.
We're very happy. And as you can see, we're very happy to have you. And how are you doing, though? 2022, how's it been?
I'm good. God has been very good to me.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah. And by the way, you're officially an AM Club member. It's a great membership.
I'm humbled to be a part of you.
Thank you. You're welcome. Okay, so let me start by getting to know you just a bit more for our viewers who are still wondering who Ekia is. If you don't know right now, you're under a rock. But anyway, so let's talk a bit about your journey. Where did it all start for you and how has the journey been so far?
Okay, so I am Ekia Makwan. I'm an ex-beauty queen, Ghana's most beautiful queen. Yes. Growing up, I always wanted to be a journalist. Okay. And I wasn't too good in mathematics. So I never knew that it would get to a time that I would have to venture into entrepreneurship. Because if my 1 + 1 is not good, how do I then become an entrepreneur? So I always wanted to be a journalist. But after secondary school, I actually wanted to do political science in the university.
I did that for my master's.
Yeah, oh, that's great. But at a point in time, I had to change everything. Yeah. So I went into business. Okay. I did marketing, and I realized I'm good in that field. So let me just do marketing. So I did marketing, and then I did business administration, marketing in the Polytechnic, business administration. And then at a point in time, I felt I was managing a TV station. Okay. And then I felt I needed to know a bit of everything. Yeah. And, you know, with a service-based organization, our major priority is our customers and our workers. And then how do you take care of your workers, your presenters, because they're the people who are selling your brand for you. So I needed to have an in-depth knowledge in how to manage my human resource so as to make my company a better one. So my master's, I decided to go into HR.
That's amazing.
So I have a bit of everything, marketing, business administration, HR, and then I'm hoping to start my PhD soon.
Listen, at this point...
on that note, I'm signing off for these two ladies to carry on.
At this point, that is absolutely amazing. But I just love the fact that you keep empowering yourself with knowledge to better yourself as a human being, because knowledge is power, really and truly.
Exactly.
So that's amazing.
And then it wasn't easy, because I had my first child before going to school for my first degree. And then I was married then. Any other lady would have said, I am okay, I'm comfortable, let me just relax. But okay has never been part of my vocabs or my dictionary. I believe in perfection. I believe in perfecting myself. I believe in pushing forward all the time. I'm not somebody who wants to be stagnant. I always want to bring out the best in me. Absolutely. And I believe the only way you can do that is to keep on empowering yourself and adding value to yourself. So after that, I think I started managing Angel TV when I was around 23, 24 years.
Wow.
Yeah. And then I'd always wanted to do things for myself. So at the point I felt, why don't I do something for myself? Absolutely. So I started running a CCTV camera company, and I named it after my two kids, which is J&J Company Limited. And then at a point in time, I realized it was a bit technical. It has to do with internet. And you know, Ghanaians, we are adamant to change. We are not people who want to change. Absolutely. So they were not really accepting the idea of me using the internet to monitor what happens in my environment. So I'm like, why don't I do a different thing? I always wanted to come out with a consumable product, because you know they are fast, they move fast, and then
buying and selling.
The only way to make fast money in this country is for you to venture into that area. So that's what I did. I went. I wanted to do Tintomato, and then I did my research. The money that I was supposed to, I needed for the investment was quite huge. So I decided to do wine.
But you know what I like is the fact that you actually go ahead and do your research, because any ordinary person would just venture into it without actually knowing what the business entails for, or what the venture actually, or the business sector is about. But then doing your research is very key to starting a business. So I love the fact that you do that.
Anybody that has knowledge in marketing would know that before you start any venture, you need to do a market feasibility test. To know how that particular product you want to go into is doing on the market, your competitors, and how you can compete with them. You need to consider pricing. Now, if you're bringing your product in, you need to consider how much you're investing in the product, and then you do the cost analysis to see if the price of the product can compete effectively with the ones on the market. Because definitely, if you are bringing a new product on the market, you cannot price it for it to battle with the already existing product. You need to either come down a bit, or you need to add additional value to your product, so that even if the price is the same as the ones on the market, it can compete effectively with them.
Do you give tutorials? Do you give tutorials? Because I need you to teach me one or two things. Seriously, listen, the knowledge that I've just gotten from just this short 1 minute is a lot. My marketing teacher,
I just love interviews where you listen. And one thing, I think Elon Musk, he was asked about entrepreneurship. Someone asked him something along the lines of, what advice would they give to new entrepreneurs? And he was like, don't do it. And it was a very smart answer. What he was saying is that if him saying don't do it actually stops you, you shouldn't get into marketing. Because entrepreneurship, we see on TV, be a businessman. It's not the easiest thing. So being a woman, has it been difficult more so? I mean, the journey so far, because here on MX24, we're always talking about empowering women, wanting them to do their best, bringing out the best in women. Has it been more difficult as a woman for you?
Well, you know, the reality is our industry is men-dominated. And then we live in a country that if a woman is trying to do something, you need to prove beyond every reasonable doubt that you're fit to do it before you get the support of others. So it has not been easy financially, and then apart from that, in our country, it's difficult for people to buy into new ideas. People would want to associate themselves with success stories or things that are successful rather than helping you build a brand. So bringing a product on the market, trying to get it on the market hasn't been easy. Trying to get it on the shelves of all these how do I put it? Retailers, ShopRite, Melcom, whatever. It hasn't been easy because some of these companies, they import their wines. So they wouldn't want to put your wine on their shelf for it to compete with them, most especially when it's coming from somebody who is already into the limelight. And I have other means of advertising my product. You get
but you know, some people will also argue and say, if you're in a limelight, or if you're a public figure, shouldn't that be easier for you to advertise your product?
So that's what I'm saying. Because I have the means of advertising my product, it would definitely have an edge over the ones on the shelf that is not being advertised, because most people don't advertise wines. How many times do you see one product being advertised on TV, on social media? So you get an edge over it. So because it's already in the public domain, in the public's mind, when they go and meet it on the shelf, they will definitely buy it over the ones that they don't know. You get it. And Ghanaians, we don't believe in competition. If I say competition, I mean healthy one. They rather want to drag your product down rather than trying to compete effectively, and then the consumers will decide on what they want. You get it. So it has been...
It's a better way. It's a better way to have a saturated market, you know, when you have two companies with maybe the same product competing against each other.
Competing
healthily. People like monopoly and, you know, all these things too much.
So, I mean, what would you tell that young girl, not even just a girl, that young boy, you know, myself, I want to be an entrepreneur, I want to be a businessman. What would you tell us? Because a lot of people are scared of, people want to do it, but they're scared because they hear things like this. But these are healthy, honest conversations. What would you tell that young person watching you?
Everybody wants to be an entrepreneur. Before you realize that not everybody was born to be an entrepreneur. You know, there are people who were born leaders, there are people who were born to be managers, and there are people who were born to be entrepreneurs. There are people who have the power to just establish businesses and get people to manage it for them to make money. And there are people who can only manage businesses. So you need to sit down, do a search within yourself, and ask yourself, am I somebody who can lead people, or am I somebody who can build an organization or a company? Being an entrepreneur doesn't only mean you building an organization, but the little that you do, you can, it could be you producing gari, you producing shoes, your own wigs. It's also an entrepreneur or something. But you need to understand that you can't do it by yourself. You might have the idea to do it. You can do it as an entrepreneur, but you need somebody to manage it. Because we have people who have that skills and know-how to do that
every
for
level
you.
is important, right?
Exactly. Exactly. So ask yourself, what can I do? Can I be an entrepreneur? Okay, if I am an entrepreneur, this is what I want to do. But before you identify what you have to do, you need to do a research into the industry you want to venture in. Before you go into the industry, you need to know about how rivalry is, how competition is. You need to know about pricing. Like all these things should be put into consideration before you decide to venture into that area. And then after that, okay, so I have this. Who can help me push this product on the market? That is when you think about the manager, the marketing manager, because you cannot do it by yourself. You can have the knowledge to set up a business, but the knowledge to push it onto the market, you might not have that knowledge. So you need somebody to also do that for you. And then again, you don't just get up and say, I am investing money. You need to know, say, give yourself timelines in the next 10 years. You know, some investments are long-term investments. You don't do it and expect profit today, now and then. Some investment can take you like 5 years for you to make your returns. Some can take you like 2 months. Some can take you a year. Look at yourself. The money that you have, do you think, say, if you invest in a long-term investment, you can hold on and have patience that at the end of the day, I can make profit? Or you are somebody who needs money in the interim. You need to consider all these things before you know the kind of venture you want to venture in.
Okay, but so far in your career, what would you say has been the highlight of your career so far?